Yeah, cool. Welcome to today's session, guys. So, if you're attending this for the first time, I'd like to start with a quick introduction. It's part of Apna Community Exclusives in association with QFAS. It's a webinar series that we have been hosting for the last couple of months. We host regular sessions from 7 p.m. on weekdays, Monday to Friday, it's at 7 p.m., and between 3 to 5 p.m. on weekends. We cover a variety of topics like data science, Gen AI, interview prep, resume creation, technical skills, etc. So the main objective of these events is to help you grow professionally, help in the advancement of your career, get better jobs, and also expose you to industry experts and learn from their experience. So today's session is about data science, the Gen AI way. For this session, we have Ashish with us. A quick intro about Ashish. He's an NIT graduate with over 7 years of tech experience, specialized in Gen AI applications. He focuses on leveraging AI to simplify daily life through innovative solutions. He's also passionate about making AI concepts accessible and impactful. He has several years of experience as a mentor as well, and we are glad to have him with us today. Thank you so much, Ashish, for joining us. Before I hand it over to Ashish, guys, a quick reminder, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat box. If you're logging in from your phone, you will see the in-call messages option. You can go there and use the chat box. We'll also allow you to unmute yourselves in between when the Q&A is happening so that you can ask the questions directly. अगर आप अपने फोन से लॉग इन कर रहे हैं तो आपको इन कॉल मैसेजेस वाला ऑप्शन दिखाई देगा, वहां पे आप चैट बॉक्स देख सकते हैं और वहां पे आपको सारे कोई सवाल या कुछ भी हो आप वहां पूछ सकते हैं। समय समय पे आपको माइक अनम्यूट करने का मौका भी दिया जाएगा अगर आपको सवाल डायरेक्टली आशीष से पूछना है। विदाउट एनी फर्दर अड्यू, आशीष, आई हैंड इट ओवर टू यू।
Okay, thank you everyone. So is everyone comfortable in English or should we do some part in Hindi as well? So if you're comfortable in English, it's fine. I'll take it as a yes. So let's continue. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah, Ashish, it is.
Okay, sure. So I'm moving through the presentation. So this presentation is all about what is data science and how GenAI is impactful to make data science understandable and how we can do it more efficiently using GenAI. So normally in data science, we have data and we work on some mathematical formulations and we try to learn from the data, or we try to generate some new predictions or new set of examples with that. So data science involves extracting insights and knowledge from data. So here many roles comes around this. It can be data analyst, it can be Power BI developer, it can be data scientist, it can be a data engineer profile. So it all revolves around data science. So in this one, when you're extracting insights, when you're extracting knowledge from the data, it can come under Power BI or data analysis. And Power BI is just another tool where you will show your insights. You will put it in a report, you will put it in a dashboard. And data science helps organizations to make decisions. So these decisions will be informed one, means we have got an insight from the data, and based on that data we are making a decision. So let's say you have seen that your customers, from the retail perspective, let's say you went in a mall, you bought milk and bread together, and there is a pattern which is being analyzed, that people are buying bread and milk together. So whenever a person is buying a bread, there can be a suggestion which can be shown. So it is an informed decision that we can also purchase milk, or there can be a discount on that item. So these kind of decisions can be made using data science or insights, which are part of data science. So we have gone through one real life example. There are many, like a recommendation on movies on various platforms. You might have used Netflix, you might have used Amazon Prime. So all of these platforms gives you movie recommendation that, let's say you have watched this movie, you can now you can go for these movies next. Or people who watch this, they have watched these movies also. These kind of decisions uh, are the result of data science or data analysis. You can also work on optimizing the supply chain, and supply chain can include your courier services, or it can include your grocery delivery. So all of these things can come under supply chain. Yes, any question? So when I get a ping, I don't know if anyone wants to ask anything. You can unmute and ask. Okay. So, how data science is evolving? So, we have traditional methods which were used from long way. Traditional methods include where we had Excel, we have basic statistical tools, we have a stats tool, we have Excel, and we have other tools as well, where we can just look at the data, we can plot some charts, and we can infer some decisions, or we can make some plots, and we can analyze the trend. And when machine learning was introduced, we have allowed computers to learn from this, and it will helpful to make the predictions as well. So even if you're doing a normal if else in a program, that is also a machine, which is machine is learning your rules. So rule based system is also a machine learning. We can say it's a very primary term of machine learning, but we can say it's a introductory part, but that is also part of machine learning. So we have traditional methods. Now how AI changed this? So in AI, we have many machine learning algorithms which are built on advanced patterns, and using those algorithms, we can do the predictions, and we can let our systems learn the patterns and give us insights and predictions. Now, GenAI is one step further. It's not only learning the patterns, it is also generating new set of examples based on previous patterns. So it is helpful in all ways. So when we do a data science, what are the key steps which we perform in the traditional data science? So we have to do data collection, we have to do data cleaning, we have to do data exploration, modeling, and interpretation. What are these terms are? We have to collect data from various sources. It can be external sources, it can be internal data within an organization or outside an organization, for economic factors, for factors which can affect weather, or any other factors which can externally affect our internal data. So all those relevant data we have to collect from all of the data sources. Then we have to do cleaning. We have to remove the errors. We have to remove the inconsistencies in the data. We have to filter out the missing values. So our data will not be in idle format always. So we have to perform these steps. It can have junk values as well. So we also need to do the exploration. Exploration comes under understanding the data. So here we generate basic insights, and we create visualizations like in Power BI or Tableau or Grafana. So any dashboarding tool can be used to create the visualizations and statistics based on the summary of the data. So we can look at what is the average, let's say we're looking at sales data. What is the average sale in a month, average sale in a year? Uh, what is the median, or so who is from the math background, they might understand mean, median, mode. So we look at those values. We try to understand where this trend is going based on daily basis or monthly basis or yearly basis. So these kind of analysis we do on data exploration. Once we have identified patterns, we go for modeling, where we choose the algorithms to find patterns and make predictions. And once we have done the modeling, we try to do interpretation. There we translate our results into actionable insights. And how do we understand what modeling we have performed? How do we understand the model results? So that we do in interpretation. This is a normal data science process. Now, how GenAI is helpful in this process? So in each of the steps, in data exploration and modeling and interpretation, in cleaning, in data collection, we can use GenAI as one of our assistant, and we can ask for, if we are technical, we can ask for code. If we want to generate the process or we want to create process, we can ask for steps. We can create a process. So it's all about what prompt we are giving. Okay. So to show the example of this, let me open my uh, Chat GPT. So I'm using Chat GPT. You can use any other platform. It can be Chat GPT, it can be Claude, it can be any other model, whichever you are comfortable with. So let's say here, ask for, I have a retail shop data which includes FMCG product, fast moving consumer goods. So it includes your shampoo, oil, and everything. FMCG products. What all external factors can affect the sales? So if you search for this, it will give you what all factors can affect your sales. So let's say I'm trying to predict my sales. I can look for these factors. So economic factors, consumer spending power. It depends on what is the unemployment rate, how many schools are present in your surrounding, how many holidays are there. So these kind of points can be added. Currency fluctuation comes from the inflation rate. What is the inflation rate? What is the dollar versus your currency rate? So these two things can be looked at. Then we have seasonality and weather. Is there any seasonal pattern in your sales data? So that you can try to find out. Seasonal demand means, uh, let's say in summer, you have sales of cold drinks and other soft drinks. Those are going very high. So those are seasonal. So you can look at in that perspective. You can look at weather events. If it is, let's say, storms, or it's a rainy season, so you might not get all kind of supplies for milk and other things. So you have to either store, or let's say there is a strike. So these kind of events affect your sales. Either it will increase or it will decrease. So with this, you're getting all kind of insights, like how it can be helpful, how it can affect. If you need further insight, you can also try that. So you have got all kind of insights. Now let's say I'm picking one of them. Let's say I have picked weather events. Now I've asked here how weather events can affect. So now it will give me example. So what can happen? So what my data should contain? My data should contain, if it is on daily basis, I can record temperature. I can put a category. So that can be taken as one data point. Whether it's extreme heat, cold weather, or rainy weather, or snow, or conditions. So, and what all things you need to do, what all insights it is giving. Let's say you have categorized today as extreme heat. So, it will have an increased demand for cold beverages. It will have reduced demand for hot beverages. So, you can adjust your retail shop shelf accordingly. If it's a cold weather, then hot beverage demand will be more. It's a rainy weather, then home delivery will be more. So you can focus on more delivery boys for that day or for that month. If it is a snow condition, you should have more stock. You should order for more products. Let's say you order for one truck of some product, you should order for two trucks now because it's a snow weather and it may last for 1 month or 2 months. So those are informed decision which you can make, and you can take help of any GenAI tool. Okay, this is one example which I have given you, and this is just giving you an insight. And like that, you can look for any other condition what is being mentioned in this. Okay, I have shown you only for one condition, that is weather. Okay, now going back, is there any question till now from anyone?
Ashish, there is one question in the chat box.
Okay.
Someone is, you're reading it.
Okay, a mechanical. So what about for mechanical learning? Okay. So let's say you are from mechanical engineering, you have engineering drawing. So there is one good example in data science where you will get product requirements in a factory. You have to predict uh, from which company you want to purchase. You have multiple vendors. How do you decide? So price prediction can be one use case, and there can be many use cases based on what scenario you're looking at. So you can also ask questions here. Uh, let's say if I'm asking, given a engineering drawing, what all I should look for to decide on a vendor to purchase raw material or parts. It's a very generic because it can be, let's say, if it's for oil industry, if it's for real estate or housing project. So these things are there. Uh, it depends on that. So I have just given you one example because my scope for that one is limited. Maybe you have background, you have little more scope, so you can modify your prompt accordingly, and it will give you suggestions. Okay, so like here you got material specification. You have to look for material type. You have to look for compliance. You have to look for coatings. What all coatings have been done. So whether let's say you're looking for a pipe and you have to like add it in a place where they use chemicals. So what kind of inner coating will be good for that industry? So accordingly you can make some informed decision which vendor should be selected. You can also perform price prediction on that. Means given we are in 2024, if I have to purchase in 2026, what should be the cost? So it will include many parameters. So accordingly, you can figure out, or you can make your insights, or you can make your decision. Okay, there are many parameters. You can look at it. Okay. Okay, now what do we do in traditional AI and how GenAI impacts it? So traditional AI focuses on performing some specific task or learning some pattern. So let's say you want to build a spam filter, you want to build an image recognition model. Whereas GenAI goes beyond this because you're not only learning patterns, but also you can create new content or solution based on that. You can create example sets based on what it already saw or what you already have. So it can also generate similar examples, or it can also give you a counter example. So let's say you want to create a competitor of something. You can do that. You can look for how you can compete given these kind of characteristics for any kind of platform. So it can give you pros and cons for everything. Okay. So GenAI is an AI system that can generate new content, ideas, or solution based on the data they have been trained on. And here, what our GenAIs are trained on, it's trained on our web data. So it includes almost everything. And there are specific models also, which are for generating Python scripts, generating front end codes, and converting image to UI code. So all of these specific models are also there. You can soon you can be able to find a model specific for your domain. Let's say for retail, for digital ads, for marketing, for real estate, or for retail industry. So all of these you can find specific models as well, or you can create your own prompt. So it should be have always according to what you are thinking or what you want it to do. Okay. So you can generate human-like responses as well. You can tune the responses in GenAI. You can create personalized tools as well. Okay. There are many tools which can be helpful to create campaigns as well. You can create campaign articles as well. Okay. You can look at some designer tools as well. So there are some more tools. I'm just showcasing you because currently we're focusing on data science and GenAI. So I'll quickly just showcase to you. There are other models like Claude AI. This is also a GenAI model. You can go ahead by logging in with your email, and it will be accessible. Okay, I'm not going to log in with my mobile number and all because it will take some time. You can go through that. It will be similar structure as ChatGPT. Let's say I have Microsoft Designer. Let me go back to this window. Here I can show you Claude model. Okay, here I have already used, so it's not asking for mobile number. Here also you can ask similar kind of questions. Okay, give me an idea for uh, digital ad, company, marketing, campaign, focusing on age group 20 to 25 from India. So it will generate ideas. You can also expand this. You can ask more specific for IT professionals. Now it will give you more specific terms. Okay. And there are many other tools like, let's say, Microsoft Designer. Hmm. Here you can create your designs, create your logo, and create your campaign images. Okay. Looks like it's going for login to another system. So you can log in with any account. Okay. Microsoft Designer tool is useful for creating a brand campaign. Coming back to this, there are many real-world applications for GenAI in data science. We can apply it for healthcare, finance, or retail, or any industry, whichever we are working on. There are some example use cases which you can think of. Like in healthcare, we can go for personalized treatment plan based on patient data. We can go for predicting disease outbreaks. In finance, we can look for fraud detection and prevention. We can look for automated training and investment suggestions. We can look for dynamic pricing models. We can go for personalized shopping experience. So let me give you one of the examples here. Let's say we are looking for um, diet plan. Okay, generate a diet plan for 25-year-old going to gym and needed, or let's say height is 170 centimeter, weight is 80 kg. Okay, so just wait for some time. It will start creating, and you can look for this. If you're on fat loss, how much calories, and what all nutrients you need. So it is generating accordingly. You can read about it, and you can see what all details it is giving you, how much you need, what all you can have, and you can ask for further customizations here. Now let's say I want to build a prediction model. So I can ask it for the use case as well. What prediction model can be built around this? So just wait for the results. We can build a body weight prediction model. What can be the objective, what can be the input, and what can be the output. what all models we can use, and what is the example. So now next one is muscle gain fat loss prediction model. So we can have calorie burn prediction model. So these kind of use cases which can be built around this data. Okay. So you're getting new ideas and you can pick one of them. You can ask more questions. It will further simplify for you. So you can start from very basic. You can understand from this. Okay. Now let's say, okay, let it complete. We have so many examples which it's generating. You can look at all of these examples and try it on your own as well. Okay. So now I'm stopping it here. Let's stop this. Okay. Now let's say I have a use case. Okay. I want to build a user conversion model for my digital products, which includes gift cards for various companies. Let's say you want to build a model which will tell you how will user convert or how will user buy your products, which includes gift cards for various companies. So how you can build a model to predict that. Let's say this is your idea or this is your problem statement. Now it will tell you how you can do it. So what is your goal? What kind of model it will be? What are the key metrics you can look for? It's a supervised problem statement. What all informations you need to look for? What all data sets you need? So you can go for collecting these data sets. Okay. So here you can see you're getting all kind of information, what all user data you need, what all product data you need, what all marketing data you need. So this is data collection, what we discussed. Then we have feature engineering, what all features we can generate from this data, how to select a model based on, so it gives you a description. You can choose one model based on what you think, which one is good. You can ask here also to ChatGPT to help you in decision making. It can help you in deciding it. Okay. These kind of models which will work better with this kind of data. That's what it gives you. Then train and validate post processing after model creation. What all you need to do, how to implement, how to monitor, what all can be the potential business use cases. So let's say you have built this model. Now, how to use it as a business? Now, let's ask for, let's say you are from a Python background. So you can ask for uh, code and sample data. So now it is giving you sample data. Okay. So let's say if you have these kind of informations, how will it look like? How your data should look like? And then how you can build a model around it. Okay. These are the columns which it gave. And then how to pre-process this data, how to create a training set, and how you can perform the feature engineering, and then how you can build the model. Okay. So this includes all kind of steps which we perform in data science. Now, last step which we discussed is interpreting the result. So how you can interpret the result? Okay. Now, what all things you can do to improve it further? Parameter tuning or pitch engineering, or if you have imbalance in the data. Okay. So like that, you can either put your problem statement, or you can ask for ideas based on what industry you're working on, and you can look for alike use cases, or you can look for similar use cases, and you can try to do it using data science. Or so if you want to stop it till feature insights or uh, only recommendations, you can do that also. If you want to build model as well, you can look for model as well. So it works in all kind of steps what we do in data science. So before going back to this, is there any question from anyone?
Guys, you can use the chat box, or also you can unmute yourself if you have any questions. Please utilize this time. Please feel free to unmute also. अगर आपको कोई भी सवाल हो, आप अनम्यूट करके भी पूछ सकते हो या चैट बॉक्स का भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो.
Okay, fine. So continuing further, so what is the benefit of using GenAI? So it gives you efficiency. So it gives you ready-made code. It helps you in focusing on key points or understanding key points more better, or it helps you in improving the accuracy, because human can forget, but machines can memorize it better. So it can help you in reducing human errors, or it will help you in reducing errors if you have already made. You can ask for insights or analysis or suggestions on your code, or on your analysis, on your thought process. So it can give a critical overview as well. Also, you can improve scalability for your code, for your business needs, or for your means you can ask questions accordingly what you need and what you want to do, whether you want to make your code scalable, or let's say you want to scale your business, for you need some ideas, you can ask accordingly. Okay, you can ask suggestions on your PowerPoint as well. So these are some of the case studies. We have looked at some of them. So here, the scenario is a retail company uses GenAI to predict customer behavior and personalize marketing campaigns. Okay, so the process can be, you will collect customer data, which includes purchase history, browsing patterns. Then you can use GenAI to generate personalized product recommendation. So either you can pass your data and you can ask it to generate, or you can ask GenAI to give you compute code which you can run at your own system and generate some model and then do the prediction. So both ways it's fine. If you're creating a model, you're creating a machine learning model in that way. If you're using GenAI, you're letting GenAI do the analysis and give you the result. Okay, so both ways it works fine. Okay, so once you are able to do it efficiently, you will have increase in customer engagement and sales. You can improve customer satisfaction. So there are many positive points you can add. Then there are some very popular platforms like OpenAI's GPT, which we have used in our demo. ChatGPT. We have DALI platform. We have Google's DeepMind. Okay, so many of the platforms are user friendly. You can use any one of them. There, many of the platforms are free as well. Okay. So it's not necessarily to be an expert in GenAI and to know how it's being built. Uh, However, it's built. If your use case is just to use it as an assistant for you, you can use it in that way. So you can just learn how to ask questions in more detailed way, and as much detail as you put in a question or in a prompt, you will get better answers. Okay. So how you can get started with GenAI? If you're learning data science, so you can learn through basics. You can familiarize yourself with all of these concepts, what we discussed, what are the steps in data science, data collection, and then data cleaning, then data formatting, then you have data exploration, then you have feature engineering, then model building, then model interpretation. So learn through all of these steps. You can go for online courses, you can go for workshops. You can also experiment with GenAI tools. You can ask GenAI to create a curriculum for you. It can also give you suggestions from where you can learn. You can work on your skills. You can collaborate with experts. So that's how you can start learning things as you're learning now in one of the communities as well. Okay. So now, what all things we have? So let's say I want to create a customized learning tool for myself. Give me a course uh, curriculum for data science, beginner to advanced. Okay. Now it is giving me some responses. Let's go through it. Let's look at this one. It is giving me what all I should look for. It is giving me some books also, suggesting me some books as well. It is giving me some links, what all online courses I can follow. Okay, what all the certificates available for this. So like that, you can look for it. So you will get some suggestions. You can start learning it, and even you can learn in ChatGPT as well. Just uh, copy point by point, ask ChatGPT to give you suggestion, give you code, give you module. So it will give you all kind of contents. Okay. And what is your timeline? Let's say you're following 12-month timeline. Module 1 and 2 you should finish in 2 months. So like that, you can create your timeline. You can learn things. You can compete also. There are many platforms. So where I can uh, do practical sessions. Okay, it's still writing. Let's say I'm stopping this and I've asked this question now. And to get the hands-on experience with data science, you can go for Kaggle. Kaggle is free. You can go for Google Colab. That is also like a Jupyter notebook. That is also free. And then you have Data Camp. They have paid and free both. You can go through their examples. You can go to Coursera. They have courses, EDX. So you can make your informed decision based on this, and you can choose platform where you feel it's good for you. You are able to understand. You are familiar with platforms. You can choose that one for yourself. You have Analytics Vidya. That is also one of the great websites. Okay. So these kind of things will come. You can also use prompts to generate for your own. Let's go back to this. Now, what are the challenges and considerations which we need to look after? So there can be data privacy issues when you're sharing your internal data. When you are copying your internal data to the prompt, it can give you data privacy issues. Models can be biased because what are the information it is trained on, it can have biasness. There can be some ethical concerns as well. So you always need to take care of that. You always need to include these things in a prompt, like don't include this, don't do this, don't include information from US, don't consider it's consider you include only information from India. So like that, you can reduce the biasness. You can or you can increase the biasness based on what how you want your GenAI assistant to perform. So you can ask questions like that. Now, it will be evolved continuously. You will soon be able to see custom models for a specific task. So people will adopt it further because it helps in making process faster. It works as assistant in many better ways. So you can also use it for your day-to-day job, for your day-to-day task. It is very helpful in that way. It will help you to make decisions faster. So that's where you should use it. And you can also use it to change your job roles. You can look for new opportunities when you have learned new things. And you can also make yourself skill ready based on uh, what skills you want. Accordingly, you can create your course curriculum. You can look for where all you should find your job, how you should modify your resume. You can always do all these kind of tasks with the prompt in ChatGPT. You can modify your resume. You can update your skill sets. You can increase your knowledge. Okay. So with this, we are coming to a conclusion. Before that, is there anyone else having any question? Anything you want to ask? Going back to the chat. Okay, fine. So, GenAI offers us many possibilities. We can analyze, we can generate insights, we can generate more information, we can generate new information as well, and we can make informed decision. It's not only for our task; it can also be for our job roles, for our skill sets, and for whatever we are learning. So I have shown it for data science. You can look for any other terminology which you are trying to learn. Okay, and for each step of data science as well, you can look for suggestions using GenAI. So the steps, what all we have discussed. Uh, so we have discussed around 6, 7 steps, which includes data collection, then data cleaning, then data exploration, creating dashboards, then model building, then model interpretation, then updating the model. Okay, fine. Is there any question from anyone?
Guys, we have Ashish with us for a couple of more minutes. So if you have any questions, please do ask him about data science, Gen AI, about his journey, anything. He would be more than happy to answer.
Yeah, and if you have any specific question, you can ask other than this also.
Ashish, just out of curiosity, is there any resources? I know you mentioned a lot of them to learn, but is there something in YouTube or something that they can follow, that they can get updates on what is happening with the world of Gen AI, the applications, or generally?
Okay, there are many sources. I'm not going for any specific one. Just try to explore, try to go for it, and uh, the language and the knowledge or the content where you feel is good, because currently everyone is exploring Gen AI. So it's not good to give you only one specific platform. So you can look for different things, and mostly try to look for the articles which is available in Medium. Medium is also a good platform, so you can go through the Medium. Let me show you. In Medium, you can read about many of the things, like let's say this Costa framework. So this one is very good for the prompt, for the writing prompt. Okay, so this is very helpful in writing prompt. So in chat GPT, what I was writing is a prompt instruction. So if you want to write more precise and better prompt, you can follow this co-star framework. This is one of the article available in Medium. So like that, you will find many articles which are written by professionals like you, me, and us. So you can always read it, and all of these articles are tried and tested. So you don't need to have a second thought for any article, because they are done by professionals. So they are well written. You can go through it, you will understand it very easily. So you can set context, you can set objective style, what should be the tone of answer, what is who is the audience for this answer, and how the response should be. So all of these you can define in your prompt. I'm sharing this here. Okay. And whenever some model is released, you can go for demo videos for that. So currently everyone is exploring, so it's not good to focus on one specific person or channel or platform. Uh, Try to read blogs and try to go for authentic sources, and you will get to know, because everyone is learning in this journey.
Great. It's a great piece of advice, guys. Please make a note of that. We'll wait for one more minute, Ashish, if anyone has any questions.
Okay.
Guys, please utilize this time. For people who are still there, before you go, also please feel free to, please fill the feedback form. It will really help us. Please don't forget that. Cool, Ashish. I think there are no further questions, so I think we'll conclude today's session. Uh, Thank you, guys. With that, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you so much, Ashish, for joining us today and for sharing your expertise with us. I believe everyone found this session useful, and also it will be a great resource for the recordings as well as Apna builds this library. This will be a good session to look back into. Thank you, everyone, for joining in and making this a successful session. a final reminder again, I'm putting the feedback form one last time. Please do fill it before you leave. It'll really help us plan the next set of sessions, and also it'll help us provide valuable feedback to the mentors so that they can come up with valuable content for you guys. If you can visit the Apna website for upcoming sessions. You can also see the recording of this session and past sessions over there. You can go to the exclusives tabs. If you're part of the Apna community, you will see the posters and all the upcoming events over there. You can comment interested in the same, and you'll be notified. As mentioned earlier, we'll have these sessions every day. We have tomorrow, it's at 3 p.m. So hope to see you all there. Thank you once again, Ashish. Have a great evening, guys. Good night.
Okay, thank you, everyone.